everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I'm actually filming one of the first ever videos that was actually on my channel. I have actually been wanting to film this for a while, but I've kind of been like trying to find the perfect time to do it. So I thought today might as well do it. So I'm going to be doing a Q&A, get ready with me, and I put a question box up on my Instagram and I basically just asked you guys to leave me questions, juicy questions, actually questions related to anything. And yeah, I'm just going to answer them in this video while I do like my everyday kind of makeup. I'm just going to do like natural makeup today because it's actually so sunny outside. It genuinely feels like summer at the minute and I'm just living for it, you know. So I'm going to go outside later, so I just thought I'd do like some natural makeup rather than a full face. I did actually fake tan last night, hence why my hands are this colour. So we're just going to have to ignore the fact that my hands are this colour throughout this whole video. But yeah, I'm just going to get started with my makeup and just start doing the questions. And I will actually show you like the products I use as I go along as well, as I know some of you will be interested. Yeah, if you want to see me do my makeup while I answer your questions, then keep on watching. I'm just going to start off using the Milk Hydrate primer. This is honestly the best primer, I'm not even joking. I actually just put it on my fingers and then like rub it in and then put it on my face rather than put it straight onto my face. One of the first question was what fake tan I use, and I'm just going to answer this, hence the orange hand. We just got to ignore the orange hand. But the fake tan that I use is the St. Moritz one in dark, and I actually do 2 layers. But sometimes I do use the Bondi Sands one in dark as well. But yeah, they're just like my favourite tan. Honestly, I live by that tan. It's so good and so affordable as well. In some shops, the St. Moritz one's like £5, but and then some other shops it's literally like £3, and it's worth the money so much. Like they're very similar. It's kind of just like the smell that's a bit different, and the Bondi Sands one is like less orange, I feel like. So I'm just gonna be going in with the Quest concealer. And one of the other questions was, when did you first start to receive PR? I actually started to receive PR when I had around 3k followers, I think. And I'm not sure what time that was around, but I actually remember I won a giveaway for it, so it's kind of like a little competition thing, and then if you won like their PR package. Ever since then I've received like smaller packages from like other different brands, and then it's kind of like around October where I feel like brands reach out the most. I had quite a lot of big brands, which I'm so grateful for, where they messaged me in October, and then the same with the year before that as well. October is definitely a time where I feel like brands try and email a lot of people. As quite a few of my friends did get the same email as well, like around that time. I have friends on social media and you kind of do the same thing. So like you'll get an email and then you can ask literally any one of your friends, and it's likely one of them would at least have got it, which I find is super cool, because then you can be like excited together about it. Honestly as well, this makeup is probably going to sound awful because I'm so bad at multitasking. In my first ever video where I did a Q&A, the makeup in there is shocking. Like I'm not even joking, it's shocking. Please don't go and watch it. And the same with like when I answered assumptions, I think. Or it was the super glowy makeup routine. I don't really know which one. But like that's obviously, I first started out with YouTube. Didn't really know how things worked. And I definitely couldn't multitask as much as I can now. And honestly, my makeup back then is actually shocking. But then I feel like it's like a nice thing to be able to look back on. So I can look back at like all of my YouTube videos and I can think, oh my god, my makeup. I can just kind of like see how much I've actually progressed from there, you know? Same with like my makeup account. That's the cool thing about it. Like, I can just scroll back through my old videos, which I actually do quite frequently, to be honest. And it's kind of nice to see like how much I've changed, even though I don't think I have changed. Like I'll look back at the videos that I did at the start of like the first ever lockdown and I'm like, how did I look like that? Like I look so different to what I looked like back then. And I don't know, I feel like I have had kind of a bit of a glow up over lockdown. But I'm kind of living for it, you know, like I'm not complaining. I could literally sit here and talk to the camera with like no questions and just ramble on for so long. And literally all of my friends are like, you couldn't just leave me here, sat here talking to a camera for ages, because I will just end up going on and on and on. Because basically my private story on Snapchat, I'm never active on my private story on Snapchat. I am active on it, I'm not even joking, I spam it. Like let me see if it's still there. Like there is just so many stories, because I do like a little vlog and I kind of just talk to the camera, and like when I start talking you'll have me going for ages. Like yeah, let me just show you this. This is how much I've spammed my private story of me just talking. And then, as you guys know, my ultimate favourite powder, because I literally use it in every single video, the I Heart Revolution Peach Loose Powder. Oh my god, this is just so good, and it smells like peaches as well, which is really nice. So the next question is, what's my favourite foundation? And my favourite foundation is actually the Catrice foundation. Like I'm not joking, it's so good. I got it gifted to me in one of just my look packages, and oh my god, it's incredible. It's kind of like a dupe for the L'Oreal Infallible one, and oh my god, I'm not joking when I tell you it's insane. You need to buy. I think it's like £6.95 because Izzy actually bought it the other day, and so did Ruby, I think. But it's my favourite foundation. Like, I literally use it in every single video. It's so good. Next question is, what do you think about the plan to get out of lockdown? So, I feel like I could talk about this for quite a while. Obviously, like, his main priority was, like, to get schools back and everything. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like he's kind of given us the date of the 21st of June. Everyone's going to get really excited about it. And then I feel like it will end up getting extended or something like that. Like, everyone's booking, like, festivals and everything. And I don't know, I just feel like, obviously we know how the past lockdowns have been. We've kind of like eased out of lockdown, and then all of a sudden like the cases have gone up again, and then he's had to like extend things back, and then he's had to like postpone things. Obviously he does need to give us a date, and then it gets people excited, but then I feel like everyone's getting a bit too excited, and then it could kind of like get to the 21st of June and he could be like, oh, we're gonna have to extend it for like a month or whatever. And yeah, obviously because we're gonna go back to school on like the 8th of March, it's literally in a week, I don't wanna go back. I feel like cases are gonna go up, and then because we're all going to be getting tested frequently as well, we might get tested and then like all of a sudden we do actually have it, so then a case will rise up and then everyone else is going to get it. I just feel like he shouldn't give us a date where like everything's going to be like open and everything, because I feel like everyone's going to get excited and then it's not going to happen. And I don't want to like be the party pooper to say that, but like, I don't know, like obviously I want it to be ended by the 21st of June and I really hope it does. But I don't know if it does, you know? Like, I don't know if it's gonna. So next I'm going in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Oh my god, this is literally the best bronzer. I actually hit pan the other day as well. God, that. It smells amazing as well. It literally smells like summer. Because I never actually normally use bronzer when I do like a natural look, you know? Because I don't really know, like I just never seem to do it. So I'm just gonna go in lightly with it, because obviously my face is actually quite tanned at the minute anyway. Next question is, how do you make money on Instagram? So this one, like when I first started my account, I literally didn't know you could make money on Instagram. Like I was like, when I heard that people had like been able to make money, I was like, what? Like how? Brands basically reach out to you and they'd be like, do you want to do like a paid collaboration? And then basically they'll pay you in exchange for you promoting it through like a video or like an Instagram story or anything like that. Different brands have like different prices or whatever, or sometimes like a brand could message you and then you could be like, so I have certain rates for this and blah 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 blah, and you could tell them like your rates for an Instagram story or your rates for like a feed shout out, all of this. And yeah, I guess that's kind of how you make your money. Like it's not through actual Instagram itself, it's through like the brands. So I'm just gonna be going in with the Colour Pop blush as well. Honestly, Colour Pop blushes, all-time favourite. They're so good. They're just kind of like, this one's like a nice pinky one. Like I have so many other ones where it's like corally and it's kind of like glittery, but like when I'm just doing this like natural look, I kind of just need like a matte pink blush, you know? So one of the other questions is, do you ever have any regrets on starting your makeup account? And I say I wouldn't, you know, like when I first started, obviously I didn't think I would get as a big following as I have now, if that makes sense. Like I wouldn't think I'd have grown this much. I kind of just started it and I was like, oh, I love this, like it's just a bit of fun and blah blah blah. But like obviously I am super grateful for like where I am now, and I'm not like the biggest person ever. I'm grateful for where I am and like the opportunities that it has actually opened for me. But no, I wouldn't say I have any regrets. I definitely didn't expect some things, I guess. Like when you get to know people, you like realise who they are. When you get to know people, you kind of just like then see what they're actually like. Some people with a big following, it's kind of just like, some people think they're bigger than everyone else. I don't feel like it's good to be that way, because you're literally the same person as someone else. Like even though I have 68,000 people follow me on Instagram, I'm literally just the same as someone else with 1 follower. Just because you have a large following doesn't mean you should act any different to anyone else with a smaller following. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know how to like say it, but I feel like that's what I mean. I'm totally gonna edit this back and be like, what the hell is she on about? That's not even related to the question. Do you have any regrets on my makeup account? No, I don't have any regrets. I obviously didn't think that there'd be as much pressure as it is. Obviously I'm year 11 in school, and like even though GCSEs have been cancelled, it is hard to like keep up with like schoolwork and like as well as makeup account, because it is a lot of work, and especially YouTube as well. I genuinely don't know how I'm actually going to stick to it when I go back to school, but I'm gonna, trust me, I will, because I'm not doing GCSEs, so I don't actually need to revise. And I know my mum will be watching this thinking, you still need to revise. Obviously there's going to be like little assessments that we need to revise for and stuff like that, but I don't need to put like my full time and effort into it when we're not actually doing our GCSEs. So like I could put my full time and effort into like my YouTube and my makeup account, which could actually get me a career from it. Do you know what I mean? Another question is, do you ever get insecure? I'd definitely say I would. Like obviously everyone does get insecure, it's just kind of how you deal with it, I guess. But I try not, like when I get insecure, I try just to like, I don't know, like just stay positive, I guess. Like try to just be happy with who you are. See, everyone has insecurities and you kind of just, you live, what I kind of think is like, you've got one body for the rest of your life, so you kind of just like got to try and be happy in it. Try to not want to be someone else. Honestly, I should take my own advice for this because I don't actually know what I'm saying, because I genuinely just don't take my own advice. But I feel like, yeah, everyone does have insecurities, but it's kind of just like how you deal with them, and just think you only have one body. So just embrace it, you know. That's just easier said than done. But just, yeah, just try and embrace your body. Try and be happy and positive. And say, for example, someone on social media, they've got like a perfect body or like perfect image, everything like that, and it's making you feel down about yourself, just unfollow them. As much as you like them, just unfollow them, because if they're going to make you feel down about yourself, then what's the point in like wanting to go on Instagram and just scrolling through it and seeing everyone looking like that on your feed, when most of the time that's not actually what they look like and they've edited that. So just kind of think in that sense, I guess. Another question is, have you had any other arguments with any other makeup accounts? I definitely have. Like, we have definitely, well, not necessarily arguments, but like disagreements with other makeup accounts, and then therefore we haven't spoken. And it's just ended as in like, we just haven't been friends, like we just don't follow each other. We just don't kind of interact with each other because there's no point. Like, if we don't get along, we don't get along. Obviously there's going to be tons of people that you don't get along with, like where you work or like at school or like anything like that, and even on social media there's going to be people that you don't get along with. My camera actually just cut out, so I just finished my mascara off camera, and I used a mix of 3 mascaras as I get so many questions of what mascara I use. My lashes have grown so much since using the 4-Chicks lash serum, and I'm honestly obsessed with it. But the mascaras I use are the Benefit Roller Lash, and then I use the Maybelline Lash Sensation, and then I go with the Laura Geller one, because they all kind of like do different things. Like the Benefit one makes them longer, this one makes them like more black and like longer and fuller, I guess, and then this one like makes them not clumpy but like look more volumized, I guess. Don't know if that's the word. So yeah, this is the finished makeup look. This is what I'd wear, like say if I was going to school wearing makeup or something similar to that, or like natural everyday makeup, you know, as it's very natural and subtle. But I'm actually going to end the video here because my camera battery is about to die. I don't know if I've answered enough of your questions, but I might do another video where I answer some more of your questions. But yeah, please make sure you subscribe, like and comment. Make sure to go check out my Instagram, which you'll leave in the screen and in the description below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.